Pokémon Go is finally released. On 24 hours after its release, Pokémon Go topped the US App Store, top grossing, and free charts. The first dilemma that we all faced is, what Pokemon should we start with? Picking one of the Kanto starter Pokemon is usually a gut choice based on past experiences for which one looks cooler. But what if there was a way to know objectively the best one? Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, or is there another Pokemon? The whole point of the starter system is that it balances out in a rock, paper, scissors fashion. All of the Pokemon has an advantage and disadvantage over each other. From a purely technical standpoint, they all have a near enough stat balance for it to not really make much of a difference. Not distributed in the same way, of course, so if you value speed and special attack power more than defense or health, for instance, you might think Charmander is better than Bulbasaur. But then, it will entirely depend on how you choose to play. With regards to the movesets, Charmander at least got Flamethrower and Slash, but Bulbasaur and Squirtle had to make do with Razor Leaf and Water Gun. But it's so hard when Charmander is the most popular, and it's my first love moment because the starting Pokemon tend to stick with you until the end. But based on the game itself, Bulbasaur is a 2-type Pokemon, meaning it's both grass and poison. Compared to Charmander, who is a fire-type Pokemon, and Squirtle is a water-type Pokemon. It gives Bulbasaur an interesting advantage. So the best Pokemon is Bulbasaur. Though he may not be the strongest starter initially, he provides the best diversity for your team. It's a worthwhile time investment. He also evolves into Venusaur, the strongest grass-type Pokemon. I always have a strong soft spot for the leaf-throwing, belt-winding little green Bulbasaur. This adorable Pokemon produces plants from his body, which can pretty much photosynthesize, making it one of the few Pokemon to be able to do so. Isn't it amazing? This Pokemon possesses an ability that is normally restricted to plants. We can say that they are powered by the sun itself. Bulbasaur evolves into the huge Venusaur, sporting a flower tree thing on its back, which seems super chilled. Pokemon Red was the first game I ever played for more than 100 hours, and the only monster that never left regular rotation was the evolved form of my starter, Charmander. Both adorable and fierce, Charmander was nevertheless exercised in perseverance. As Charmander evolves into nearly unstoppable Charizard, its true Pokemon masters train with their favorites. I feel fortunate my favorite has always been Charmander. Squirtle eventually evolves into Blastoise and Mega Blastoise. I don't think I necessarily need to explain the science behind Blastoise's evolving evolutionary military superiority, but here we go. It grows massive cannons. This monstrosity has a rock-hard shell. Inside every little Squirtle is a skeleton made out of guns. When it comes to Pokemon starters, I have never chosen the grass type. Something about that type always seems weak to me. Instead, I alternately switch between water and fire types as I played through each new release. I have to give props to the original power couple, Squirtle and Charmander, but choosing between those two, can't do it. But let's make it worse for you all. The 4th starter Pokemon, Pikachu. The electric type Pokemon is available as a starter Pokemon, and to unlock you would need to move away from the original starting 3 Pokemon, and then Pikachu would then appear. Ash's Pikachu is a starring character in Ash and Pikachu in the manga adaptation of the Pokemon anime, which is based on Ash's adventure, and that's why Pikachu is such a fan favorite. With his electric attacks, Some people don't like him because everyone else likes him. That's a lame reason. If you want to like something, like it. I agree that Pikachu is adorable in almost every way, but there was one time where I despised Pikachu. And I started watching the Pokemon anime and fell in love with him. Ash's bond with Pikachu was really special, and I really loved that. So I think the anime contributes a lot to why everyone loves Pikachu. In the end, whatever Pokemon you choose will be with you on your journey, and it will be your favorite Pokemon. There will also be an alternative Pokemon if you do not choose the other starters, like Gyarados, Zapdos, Magmar, and Dragonite will be available to catch later on, so do not regret the decision of your starting Pokemon. Thanks for watching this video, and please leave a comment down below. And if you got time, check out my channel. I do a lot of One Piece content and different other animes. And if you're playing Pokemon Go, stay safe.